Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pedro Hannibal YouTube channel. My name is Hannibal. This guy over here is Pedro. Are we on the right side? Okay,
no,
there you go.
That's better. That's better.
How are you doing today, Pedro? How was your weekend?
I don't know, man. I mean, my feelings are hurt. People are coming at your boy, man. We talking about Andre 3000 and people hating because I'm hating. So it's gonna be an interesting show tonight, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, spicy episode. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna review the Andre 3000 debut album.
Yeah.
Pedro made a short for the channel.
Love it.
And he got demolished. I mean, the comments were brutal. Hopefully in the chat, everyone is in. Have you took a chance to check out this album, Experimental Flute Play from Andre 3000?
Listen,
you want to talk about right now, or you want to talk about other stuff? What do you want to do? You want to get over it now?
I think it's a good time to. It's not getting over it. I'm excited to talk about this. I have a different opinion than Hannibal. I'm assuming some people, but I think a lot of people have made. I've seen some really funny TikToks and things and reactions to this video, right? So I did one myself, and people watched it. It actually did really well for us. But they're just like, you can't talk about Andre. You can't talk about this. And people are they lost their mind. So it's interesting. But let's say hi to the chat. Qualia, Big Carl, Slim Pippin, Cliff Dog, Marty. We see Papi Chulo in here. Hector, what up? I gotta call you Hector. I can't call you Papi. I don't know why I even said that. Lee, who else we got up in here? Sabrina, hello, always a pleasure. Giggity, Miss Lady, Elisa, and there we go. Appreciate y'all for being here. Hit thumbs up. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, you can run right by the NFL news. I mean, the Giants won. The one team that the Giants can beat is the Redskins, Commanders. We want to call them. That's the one team for some reason we can beat consistently. If the entire league was full of Washington Commanders players, we would be in the Super Bowl. So we won that game.
Yeah.
Tony DeVito, Tommy DeVito, Danny DeVito, whatever that quarterback name is, he actually had a pretty decent game. But again, it's the Washington Commanders. And I don't know if you even want to talk about the Bears. It's up to you. I don't know if you checked the score. They didn't win yesterday. They lost. They lost some. Detroit Lions won 31-26. The Lions doing pretty well. So
yeah, Hannibal, I didn't know that. I didn't know the Bears lost on the last play of the game. I wasn't.
That was
aware of that. Yeah.
Was you watching that like live?
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah.
Shit.
I was feeling pretty good. We were up 12 points. But I think 3 minutes to go and some change. And as soon as the Lions scored that one touchdown, I was like, if they get the ball back, we're done. And we didn't convert on third down. They got the ball back. And when they got the ball, I said, we're not going to win this game. The Lions are going to score. And they did. And I'm
sorry.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I feel almost as bad as you because right now I think our teams are about.
It's over. The season's over.
It's over for both of us.
Yeah, it's over.
So your team looked better than mine yesterday. So I got to. Yeah, my hat is off to the Giants because you guys.
But you would have been happier if they beat a really good team, right? Like they had that one.
Yeah, we should have beat them. I mean, it's just
It is what it is.
Our defense is really bad. It's really bad, and they were basically. That last drive of the game, the Lions had every play is 10, 15 yards right down the middle. They're just wide open receivers. I mean, they're playing this prevent defense. You just know what's going to happen, and it's just it's bad. The Bears suck. It is what it is. So
they're not very good. Also, with I gotta say a little shout out to Jeffrey. That's actually my real friend I met in real life friend. Well, basically, he's like family to me. We got, one of these days he's gonna come back to New York, man. He works at this bar. I think you'll probably enjoy it a lot. Girls dancing on bars. You'll probably enjoy it a lot, Pedro.
He works at a strip club?
No.
Oh.
No, not that one. So we're not gonna walk out broke, but you'll probably walk out having a good time. That shout out to my bro Jeffrey. So yeah, so let's forget the football stuff. Who cares? I mean, you guys in the chat, I know you guys probably are fans of teams that are good and decent and going to do dump something special in a couple of weeks. It's week 11. Our teams suck. I don't know how much we're going to keep talking about our teams.
Yeah,
the NBA, like you said, nothing really happens until after the All-Star break. Anything particular in NBA that you want to talk about? My Knicks are losing right now. They're losing to the Timberwolves, and your team is losing to the Heat.
Yeah. Jason Tatum had 31 points at the half today with the Celtics. He's St. Louis boy, so I'll rep him. So I saw that come up on my little feed. That's good. NBA's been, listen, I mean, the NBA's there's been some exciting things. Young guys, the Czech guy from OKC's having a good start. Victor, we've talked about him. He's playing pretty good. Spurs look pretty good. Yeah. LeBron, he's looked amazing. I mean, he's had some games. Yeah. He's putting up 30 plus, 8. I mean, it's crazy. Kevin Durant off to a really good start. Jason Tatum off to a good start. So I think the NBA off to a pretty decent start, but I don't really pay much of mine until about Christmas time and when the games get a little more serious. So
yeah. Hector says, do you guys understand the play-in tournament? Be honest, no. I just know that they're taking it very seriously. I mean, the way they're playing, they're taking it.
Yeah, you get a trophy.
So I don't think it's anything. If you win, do you get something like right?
So, no, not that you don't get like a guaranteed playoff spot, or you don't get like a better. You get a trophy, and it's you're playing for that particular trophy that you get, and it's an in-season tournament. But beyond that, there's nothing else to really gain.
Yeah, and also shout out to Brunson. He's the NBA, I think, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Without this guy, the Knicks are a lottery team. I mean, he's basically. I mean, Randall's doing a little better. He's doing a little better. Like the score, like his stat lines are not horrible, but still, he needs to go and find another person to put up with him. Bobby says Draymond Green needs to listen to that Andre 3000 album during the pregame.
Well, that's a good segue. Let's just get right into the Andre. Listen, I want you guys to put a thumbs up in the chat if you've listened to this album, even if it's only a couple of songs. Put a thumbs down if you have not yet. And then Hannibal and I are going to give our critique of it, and maybe Hannibal should go first. I don't know. We haven't really spoken about it a lot. We've sent little memes back and forth, and I know Hannibal feels a little differently than I do about the album, but we're gonna chop it up tonight about that.
Well, I'll go in real fast. The album was not for me, so I listened to it. I didn't. This is the difference. This is the reason why we're gonna have this conversation. Mm-hmm. I told Pedro last episode, him and Gio, Dash and Trader. I read the article. First of all, I sent Pedro the article. Because first we got excited. We said, I saw the article. I saw something on Facebook. Andre 3000 is going to release a new album, debut album on Friday. I got excited. Pedro got excited. We all were excited. And then I kept reading and I realized this is not something to be excited about, at least for us. Right? Like we said, there's no lyrics.
Yes.
It's just a flute. So my expectations were down from the beginning. And I felt like you still had high expectations of something happening when the man told you no lyrics. There were no bars. It's just flutes. So if you're not into flutes, so I'm listening to it. I'm like, this is cool. Like, it's all right. Like I listen to lo-fi, I listen to jazz, I listen to music that doesn't have, lyrics. So I'm like, this is cool. Am I listening to this all the time in the car? No. So my expectations were low. But I feel like the way you looked at this song, I feel like you were still in your stages of grief. You're still in denial. So you're like, actually you can play the short if you want. But
no, play it. Pull up. Yeah.
I feel like you were still in the
listen, but when I made it, I'm a very I make things in the moment. I don't think, I just react. Okay. And I made this short right after listening to it as I'm getting ready for my day on Friday. So this short came out at like 10:30 or something, and I had been listening to a few songs. So let's play it.
Okay. So let's look at a few comments I see. So a few they're actually with you a little bit. Cliff Dog, what's up, Cliff? He was disappointed. He says white noise, which I
sure
agree.
Yeah.
Slim Pimpin said I listened about 4 minutes. He was done. Richard Bailey, Andre Flute 1000. So it wasn't for hip hop fans, and Giggity, he based his opinion on YouTube reviews.
Yeah.
Whatever, Gig. That's a good idea. Actually, that's not a good idea. Go listen to it and make your own opinion. So this with Pedro. Pedro just listens to the album and immediately he's gonna start trashing Andre. So let's go.
Let's
play it real quick. All right,
trying to give this brother a shot.
Listen. God damn it! Hold on a second. Is this needed? Hold on a second. Okay, here you go.
I like Andre 3 Stacks from Outkast. He's a legend, hip hop legend. But I feel like I just got fooled. I feel like he's trying to do something different. I get it. The wind blew him in this path. I get it. Booty cheeks, ass cheeks. This sucks. I feel like I really love burgers, and I walked into a spot wanting to get a burger. Even if the burger's a little bit special, a little bit different, I'm like, I'm still getting a burger. And I got some kind of patty, meatless patty with some like slop on top of it.
Oh my goodness. You were in your bag.
If you're a hip hop fan, you don't like
I am in my bag. I'm
like
good at this, man. I know what I'm doing.
Candles, and some guy's gonna sell me something that I don't want. This is ass cheeks. I'm disappointed. Listen, I know. Some of y'all you might like this, but if you're a hip hop fan,
it is funny.
Listen to this once or twice and be done. This is trash.
Pedro.
Ooh,
I read you.
Okay,
was like? Did you not listen to what I was saying? I don't think you were listening to me.
I don't listen to most of what you say. Okay, listen, let me tell you something. Just because you tell me and Andre 3000, whoever else, say there's no bars.
There's no bars. Lyrics. There were no lyrics.
I hear, and that's what people in the comments. Well, did you not listen to the? That's irrelevant. Okay, this is why. Okay, and I'm going to be very clear with everybody. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm a fan. As fans, we can be entitled to an opinion, right? This is my critique of the album. Did I go into it with some higher expectations than maybe Hannibal and maybe others? Absolutely. That's me. And this is why. Andre 3 Stacks, Andre 3000, whatever you want to call him, okay? Mr. Outkast, half of the Outkast, has never let me down. I've never been disappointed when Outkast and him and Big Boy would make an album and they would try something different, and Andre would try something different, and he would dress different, and he would sound different, he would sing, he would dance. Never disappointed me. I always looked at him, right, individually, as a group, but then also individually. Hey, this dude, this guy's different. He's unique. He's trying. It's different. I like it. I like the style. I like his delivery. I like the bars. I don't mind him singing. I like the words. I feel like he has something to say about the world around him, and it's a little bit different. It's very unique. So in knowing that, that's my history with Andre and Outkast, right? And I think Hannibal's and you guys might have a similar one. Even if there's no bars, there's no lyrics, maybe my expectation was, okay, maybe is he going to do a little spoken word? Is he going to do something? Is he going to do these instruments, but he's going to put a little like hip hop to it, like a little something, right? Yeah. Because I felt like if you told me this wasn't Andre, I'm still thinking it's booty cheeks because I don't listen to this kind of stuff. It's not for me.
And right? I wouldn't say I don't think, well, at least what I'm trying to explain is not that you should like it or you should take you don't like it. But like I said, your expectations seem to be a little unrealistic. Would you agree?
Well, maybe for some, okay. But for me, if Andre is going to do something different, or if any type of artist. So let's compare him to a Kanye West. Okay. Kanye's tried different things, but I still can appreciate some of the shit that even isn't like normal Kanye. Right. And with Andre, I expect, okay, I might not like the flutes and the whales and the chimpanzees in the background and all the weird sounds he had going on and the flutes and the violins and the little water sounds. That's not my cup of tea, but I thought he would do something different with that genre. I thought he would add a little bit of something, a little uniqueness, and he didn't. Yeah. So for me, it's like, it's just a little bland. It falls flat, right? And I expect him to spice things up, So like my analogy was, hey, I like burgers, and I know I'm going to this place, and the burgers are going to be a little special, a little eclectic. But you know what? I'm cool with that. I walked in and there was no burgers at all. There was nothing. So I'm looking around like, what is this? Right. So I was disappointed in that regard. So I just expect more, to me, it's just like, I don't know, man. And you sent me some videos of him talking about why he's doing it and where he's at. In his life.
I actually have a video of
I get that. I think we should probably watch that.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll play real quick of did I pull it up? I think I did. Let me put this down. Well, of explaining the man don't want to rap, or he doesn't want to release a full album. He doesn't. Yeah. I mean, but he explained it. Is it actually a GQ YouTube channel? Like it's like a half an hour interview, but this is like about a minute. Let me see if
people think, oh man, he's just sitting on raps, or like he's just holding these raps hostage. Like I ain't got no raps like that. Like it actually feels sometimes inauthentic for me to rap because I don't have anything to talk about in that way. Like I'm 48 years old, and not to say that age is a thing that dictates what you rap about, but in a way it does. And like things that happen in my life, like what do you talk? Like I got to go get a colonoscopy. Like what do you? What do you rap about? You know what I mean? Like my eyesight is going bad. Like,
but you're not just any rapper. Like you're a top 5, to many people. To me, it's like you're basically being like, I have a very beautiful sports car in the garage, but I choose never to drive it. Which is your talent.
Talent is one thing, but honestly, I think timing and momentum is more important than talent. And the energy of it. Like talent, it's a lot of people with talent. And we're seeing that now. Like there's so many dope people on the internet like that are just raw, but it's your timing, is what you're talking about, is if you're catching the zeitgeist of what's happening in the world. And like my goal is I want to connect.
The man don't want to rap anymore. And I think that's where it is. You can't force a man to do what he don't want to do. The man basically stepped away from Outkast, stepped away from hundreds of millions of dollars probably for concerts, making more projects. The man doesn't want to do it. At least for me, I have to honor that. Like, hey, dude, creatives, it's really hard to force someone to create something they don't want about creating anymore, right? Like, if I told Pedro that he had to make a YouTube channel about Andre 3000's Flute album every fucking day, you would lose your mind. You're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to make a video. I don't want to make a video about this. I don't want to do this every day. So he's walking around. Everyone keeps telling him, you need to rap. You need to rap. And they're like, I don't want to rap. I want to play this flute. Now, is he as great with the flute than he is rapping? No, of course not. He put his 10,000 hours of work into the rapping. Of course, he's not going to expect it to be the best flute. And also, it's a genre of music that it's so diametrically opposed to hip hop, right? I don't know if with that stuff, are you freestyling? It's not like I love jazz. I love jazz music. It don't feel like it's meditation mood music, right? It's
jazz
for you to fall asleep.
Though. Jazz has more. There's more of a beat to jazz. You could
right. It's different.
There's no words to your point, but this was I just expected more because of the artist himself, right? And it fell short. And this happens. You're not always going to hit a home run, but he's always hit a home run for me. So I expected that. So if I'm a fan, and he's always hitting a home run every time, and he strikes out, I can be upset. Even if you can bad, if you're in a different city, I can be like, damn, bro, this is whack. I can say that. Yeah. And to me,
he I would say this for him, his defense. He never lied. He didn't say this was a hip hop. He said, I don't want to do hip hop. Basically saying he feels inauthentic. And it's interesting because one moment he says that I don't know how to rap, or I got nothing to rap about. He has been on features over the past.
So I was just gonna call him out because it's just in the last few years he's been on several features. So which one is it?
And he destroys them. It's not like he's just fucking goofing off. He's probably the best verse of when he's featuring. He's probably the best verse. So I guess he doesn't want to create an album. It has to mean something, right? Like the Love Below meant something to him. Yeah. Right. That was very personal. Talking about relationships. So let's talk about the shit that he likes to talk about. Of course he could rap if he wanted to. For some reason, he got all his ideas out. But I'm sure he could comment on the current state of hip hop. I think that's a little bit too. I think he doesn't like the current state of hip hop. I think there's like a lot of older rappers that like the shit that's coming out. is whack. But of course he has a place. Who cares if he's 48? Nas is 50.
Nas is 50. Yeah.
Actually, all of the older rappers are selling out concerts. All of them. The ones who are struggling to sell are the young, the little whatevers. You're like, I don't know who this person is. They're the ones struggling to sell because older people are like, I'm not listening to that shit.
Well, because we're at an age now where we maybe can afford to go see them.
Correct.
And we want the nostalgia, right? So we want those vibes back, right? I mean, listen, I got a lot. I mean, if Andre made a rap album next year, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to probably enjoy it because I like to hear his perspective. I like his lyrical vibe, his context. I like all that about him. If he gave me some spoken word, if he had that interview, if he did the GQ interview and he's talking about why he doesn't want to rap and the zeitgeist and all, and if he's just doing that with the flutes playing in the background, I'm probably cool with it because I like to hear his thoughts. Yeah. Right. That's what I enjoy about him. And I didn't get this. So I was like, this is booty cheeks. It's just, it wasn't good. Like it's not. So it's like me judging if it's bad or not. It's like based on if I love hip hop. So if I listen to a hip hop album, I'm like, that was bad due to the references of all the other hip hop songs I ever heard. I couldn't tell you if that was good. It was like okay. Like I don't listen to that enough to know if it's good or not. Like do you ever listen to a Flute album and was blown? Like I would disagree. I would disagree with you. I think I would disagree with you. I think I don't listen to a lot of that stuff either. But it doesn't mean I can't. It doesn't mean that when my ears hear something, I can think if that's booty cheeks or not, if it's ass, if it's bad, right? I don't think you have to be like an expert to watch a certain kind of movie or listen to a certain kind of music or watch somebody play a sport or watch somebody play a violin. Even if you don't know a whole lot about what they're doing, you can tell if something doesn't look right or if it doesn't sound right or if it doesn't feel right.
And so you think this is just it's not even like okay, like Kenny G. Someone said he had a. So Kenny G's music sounds better than that album you listen to?
Yeah, the sax and all the things. Yes, Yanni at the.
Do you like the sax more than the flute?
Sure.
As an instrument.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's more of a personal preference, not necessarily.
I would. He felt like he was trying too hard, and I'm listening to that first song, right? And I was getting ready for my day. I got a plane. I'm taking a shower, and I'm like, this song's long. I'm thinking to myself, what's happening here? And it's still in the first song. And then it gets to the second one. I'm like, And there was one or two songs. I listened to the whole thing. I listened to it many times on Friday. I had it playing in the background, even after I made the short.
Did you calm down at all? Did you relax?
Yeah, no, there was a few a few songs I thought, okay, I kind of like, there's a little bit of a rhythm here. You know, it wasn't all bad, but overall as a collective, I just thought he was trying too hard. You know, the descriptions of the song, like the song titles were just weird. It just was, he was doing too much. And for me, when he was doing too much, when he was rapping or he was singing, I was on par with that. He just seems like he's out of his wheelhouse and it doesn't fit right for me. It just doesn't, it's not good. So
yeah. Marty has a question. So you used that to start your day. How did your day turn out after that?
How was Friday? Friday was a normal day.
Okay, Friday was down. Because you're pretty angry in that short. Did you like?
I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry. I am passionate, and I know what to say to get the people riled up, and it obviously worked.
Yeah, but you meant that. You
of
were
course,
not
because it's ass cheeks. I totally meant it. Yeah.
All right. So let's look at some of the. Look at your face. Let's look at some of the comments because
let's read them. Let's read them.
Can you see? All right. So first off, I don't know if that's what highlighted. We don't care about your opinion. I hate that one because it's like you care about the.
You know why they're saying that though. You know why they're saying that because I'm a white face. That's why. I'm Puerto Rican, but because I look the way I look, I think some people felt like I was attacking a culture. And to me, I don't even know how to respond to that because if people feel that way, they can feel that way because they don't know me, I don't know them. But it was definitely that vibe in some of the comments, like I'm talking about the culture of the music that he's making, and I'm just saying I don't think it's good. So
yeah, they kind of
a little bit of a disconnect there.
A little bit of and that's a problem too. That's why I don't know. Lately, I've been avoiding commenting because sometimes I have that where I'm emotionally charged into something I shouldn't really care about. It's one man's opinion. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the fact that you didn't like it. I'm just wondering, like, are you still going through the stages of grief on something you thought that was going to be amazing, and I told you there was no lyrics. Keep telling there were no lyrics to this shit.
Hannibal, how long have we known each other, bro? You know, I get it. I get in my feelings, and I don't listen to you. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I didn't tell Hannibal, hey, I'm gonna do this short. I just made it. Yeah, you just made it.
Disrespectful.
Totally, 100%.
Okay, all right. So this says it wasn't made for you. Okay, I mean, obviously,
fair.
It wasn't made for you.
Yeah. But who is it made for? Who's it made for?
Okay, so I saw a few. I was checking up on the internet a lot about the album.
Yeah,
actually, funny. There's some jokes, which is funny. Like the jokes, the memes are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
The most people felt this was a welcome, like a refreshing thing. They think it was something that they didn't think they needed, but they kind of enjoyed. Some was like, yeah, it's not for me, but cool. That's what he wants. He's trying to change, I guess, the culture of, hey, you should embrace different types of music. Like, I thought it'd be more like everyone just trashing him. No, everyone's like, oh, this is different. No, I doubt they're gonna bump this shit outside in their fucking cars. But like, one person said, I put this on for my 3-year-old, fell asleep. I'm like, fantastic. I mean, when you have kids, and who likes kids? I mean, come on. If you have a toddler and you put that on and they fall asleep,
that's a
win. Are you gonna thank Andre? Like,
that's a win.
Because it's music to relax to. I don't think it's music to be super engaged in. So, to be honest, I looked at some of the stuff on Twitter and Facebook. It wasn't all bad, but there were some people like, I'm disappointed. Damn, we should rap. What is this? And then there's the jokes about the flute thing, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But yeah, this guy over here, Joe, says he said it wasn't hip hop album. It says no bars. That's when you don't pay attention. It's great meditation music. This other guy said Bello Guns on Sunday. I can't read all that. He told you there will be no burgers though. He showed you he doesn't have an interest in making burgers. Do you? So that comment, do you think that is a fair comment? Are you looking for a burger, but the burger wasn't there because he wasn't making them. He told you, I'm not making burgers.
Sure. But I'll say this: when you go to a restaurant that you like, and they even tell you they're going to change the menu, or we're going to have new things, we're under new ownership. If you're used to going there and you go there, you're still going to expect certain qualities of that establishment to be the same. And I did not get that when I went into this restaurant with Andre.
If the head chef stayed the same, right?
The head chef is the same.
If the head chef was the same,
but it is. He is the same. He is the head chef's the same. Yeah.
But he's cooking something different.
It should still be good.
It should be.
And that's my entire point. So if you are a cook and you're usually Italian cuisine and you love the Italian, it's the best Italian cuisine you've ever had. Outcast is our favorite group, right, Hannibal? We've said that on this channel.
Yeah,
it's the best Italian. It's the best lasagna, the best fettuccine alfredo, the best caprese salads, and then that chef, which is amazing, one of the best in the world, wants to make some other type of food. That food should still taste good. It should, because they have the talent to do it. They have the creativity. They have the wherewithal. They have the passion. And I went to go sit down, and that shit tasted like garbage. And I made a short about it because I felt like this is just not. It's not Andre. You're not representing yourself in. It's just very basic to me. So I just expect more. So he's a goat, man. He's one of the goats. So I expect more.
Yeah. Another person said, "Man, you must be special in the wrong way." That's just rude. Why did
it's
Cat, read the title of the first song. One person, because you probably only like rap and traditional music, bro. This is more meditative music, but that's okay. Read it's alternative. Read a description. Bodacious, what's up? He said still gonna give it a try. Bodacious, hopefully let us know what you think. Andre Wanders. It is it's a bunch of tag. I don't know if you want to read the really aggressive ones about.
No, I didn't read any of those. I saw a few, but I didn't go back. It's not.
Yeah, like what
you can read one. Read an aggressive one. I like it.
Let me see. Let me try to find. Oh, nothing but silica. What's up? I don't know if you're hitting here. What's going on? KB, what's up? I know KB was not a big fan. I know we used to do. We did the KB, top 5. He does not. He says overrated rap group of all time. Disagree. What is an overrated rap group? Overrated.
I don't know. I mean,
who I would consider overrated
for a rap group.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, what's overrated? Okay,
I got a few. The one that pops into my brain right now would probably surprise a lot of y'all. I don't dislike them, and they have a place obviously on the upper echelon, but Run DMC is a little overrated for me. If I'm being honest.
All right, Pedro. Like you already said that. You already said the weird thing about Andre. Let's not. I'm not even going to try to argue with that.
I'm just saying.
You can't say that, man.
I can't. I just did.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work that way. Run DMC is extremely important.
They're important. I didn't say they
paved the way, and they were pretty good.
I didn't say they were. I didn't say they were important. I didn't say they were important.
Let's move on.
Run DMC to me is like Bill Russell. Bill Russell's a legend. A lot of championships, paved the way, but it doesn't mean he's the best center of all time. You know what I'm saying? So some would say Bill Russell's a little overrated, right? So I kind of look at those guys the same way.
We're gonna move on. Queens, you can't. I'm not gonna let you do this. So we're gonna move on.
That's fine. Trying to get Hannibal worked up, guys.
You're trying to get me worked up. I'll put some Run DMC. You'll vibe. So what are you talking about?
I didn't say I wouldn't. I didn't say I wouldn't.
I know it's 80s rap. You're not a big fan of 80s rap.
I'm not.
Was the? I guess the really mean ones they don't pop it up as they don't pop it up on here. It was someone was like, go back and listen to rock music. I was like, who do you think he is?
Rock. I think so. What's funny is I think I made this short, and Hannibal. This is how I imagine Hannibal. Okay, I know I'm probably pretty right on. So I make that short on Friday, and we had some correspondence after and through the week, and we're talking. I think that day actually we were talking about it and how we were talking about it on Monday. And he kind of enjoyed it, but he wasn't as passionate about as I was. But I imagine Hannibal sitting on his comfy recliner, his feet are up, he's got some dogs around him, he's chilling, right? He's got an iced tea in his hand or something, and he's just reading the comments and just laughing. It's like, look at this fool! What did they're going in on him, and then he's showing his family. Look what Pedro did.
I was just showing Carla, and Carla was like we were all laughing a little bit. We were laughing a little bit. Because that you bring it on you, right? Like you said a very
I got
emotional response, but I guess I was more laughing. I'm like, he don't listen to me. He still thought the guy was going to talk. He's going to talk. I know it. I knew you thought that Andre was going to speak, and the man didn't talk. Not one. He didn't say a damn word. He just. I don't know what it was in terms of some of the background stuff, but no. Listen, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I didn't listen to the whole thing. The songs are really long.
So I did. So how are you gonna give me shit for having an opinion? Because you might listen to the whole thing and think how I feel.
I feel like it's more of the same. Okay. It's probably more of the same. I'm just guessing. Like people love track 2, which I don't even know what the name of it. People like they like the flow and the instrumentals on that song. The songs are long, 10 minutes. That's a long for anything.
Too much, man.
Even for instrumentals. I don't want to listen for something that long. But if you need to relax, guys, and I know Pedro can't relax. He's a robot. But everyone else, you want to chill, you want to relax, you want to kind of, I guess, because probably what hip hop is, when you listen to a lot of hip hop, especially if you play it loud in a car, you will drive faster. You are more aggressive. It's just a way to, just like heavy metal, rock music. It gets you to really you get amped up. So if someone cuts you off or gets an accent, you're ready to fight. Put on some Andre, what's it called? What's the name of the album? Big Bloom Moon or Noon Bloom Booty Chick, whatever it is. Put on, forget what Pedro said.
New Blue Moon. New Blue Sun. I'm sorry.
New Blue Sun. Put it on, relax, realize that it's not the end of the world. And I know many of you guys are in here who do gig work. When the restaurant's taking too long or the customer spit in your face or something, you put that on and listen, and Andre will make you feel a little better. He will relax you. You agree, Pedro? Or you just a hater?
I can.
Giggity. Did he say? He said fuck. I think he may have in one of the songs.
Did he? Hold on. So the second song. That's good. The second song. The name of the second song is the slang word, and it's got a P, and then a little asterisk and an SSY, so slang pussy, right? The slang word. And then the one I actually the one I liked the most was probably The Night in Hawaii, the third song. Yeah. That wasn't too bad for me. The rest of them were just like, I felt like I needed to get a massage.
You need a beat. If you had a beat, a bass line or a beat,
that was it. Fine. But I'm not. We don't listen. This is a hip hop channel.
I understand that.
And he's playing flutes. Like, come on, man. Like, what's going on here?
I think the man retired from rapping, and that's I look at this as a man that a man that retired from construction, had a really great career, made a lot of money, built a lot of things, and he said, hey, come over to the crib. I am retired, and he wants you to look at his garden, and you'll be like, I don't want whatever, like, but he's really proud of this garden. And he wants to show it to you, and you're like, "Hey, forget that shit that we're doing. Look at the stuff I'm building. Look at the stuff I'm growing." But that guy is not an expert of gardening because the guy just showed up and did it. So,
yeah,
I think it's still a good. I think everyone should still try something different and listen to something. And I appreciate Pedro trying something new, or at least listen to something. And even if he hated it, it's not a big deal. It's more of his. I think it's more your reaction. I find it funny. Not necessarily the fact that you didn't like it.
It is funny. And I'll say this as kind of an outro and into the next segment. I didn't, when I say booty cheeks and it's garbage, I'm kind of saying that for effect. I do feel that way because I expected it to be great because it's Andre. That's my point here, guys.
Yeah.
Do I think, this is the worst album? No, this music is obviously going to be for a lot of people, right?
And apparently it did pretty well in terms of streaming, but again, it's because it's Andre.
Because it's Andre. That's and that's another point is it's because it's him. We expect and we give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a legend. If some guy, a new artist, comes out with this album, it's ass. Nobody's listening. So and that shouldn't be the case, right? It should be good regardless of who's doing it, right? Like, so it obviously got the streams and the recognition because of who's doing it. Who did it? But listen, if I'm a hip hop fan, so I obviously want the rap. And I know
which is totally fine. Yeah. So Bobby said, so this album is a cute hobby, and that's the thing. I don't, in my mind, the fact that he spent 20 years. No, I think this is his thing.
Yeah.
Now, would it get better? Probably if that's all he's going to do. How many years he put into this? Did he put his 10 years into this? Like, I'm listening to it, and the way it's positioned, I think this is what he wants to do. Hopefully with this, he realized that people love him no matter what, but of course you want him to rap.
Big Boy's ready.
Big Boy's ready. He will jump right in. If they came out and said, let's do an Outkast album, Big Boy's right there because they're friends. They're friends before they formed the group. So
let me ask you this, Hannibal. Is there any universe where Andre's doing the flutes and the this type of music, right? And he loves it, and he's able to do that in a studio, and Big Boy's there or not there because you can record one song and you don't even need to be in the same room, right? And Big Boy's rapping, and there's a little bit of a beat to it, but the flutes are there, and some of the hooks and or interludes or whatever are just Andre with the flutes, no words. But then you got Big Boy coming and rapping. I'm here for that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
that would probably be an amazing thing. Is there a universe where you think you can see that happen?
I think hopefully Andre is looking at the positive reviews on this, but also realizing that people really want him to do, like what the guy used the analogy. He has a beautiful sports car that he doesn't want to touch.
Yeah,
it's not a sports car for Andre. He has a fucking like a spaceship. He has a vehicle that go through fucking space time. He is top 5.
Yep.
Easy. If he cared. If he cared, he's top 5. The stuff that he can put together, I mean, it's the reason why people love him. Hopefully he can realize, like, of course you have something to rap about, you dummy. Don't lie. It's like you don't like something about the rap game, and you could talk about that because I think a lot of people would relate to you. With that, yes, the game is a little bad. I can see that as well. But they both got nothing going on. Listen, they got nothing going on. They're both 50 years old. They could spend 3 months making an album. That is true. He does play the harmonica. I think he does. And he grills a lot. I don't know if you check out his stuff.
I was just about to say, I saw he be
that
grilling.
Shit looks delicious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
So
big time.
They, you know what? They don't care about rapping. Fuck that. One guy's playing the food, the other guy's grilling delicious salmon and food.
They got nothing to prove. They got nothing to prove, right? So it's just us being greedy a little bit, wanting more because what we're getting from some of the new shit's not as good. So
it's not good.
Give us something that we could actually be, geared up for. You sent me that text days before. I had no ideas, and then you were both excited, and then 2 minutes later, Hannibal's there's no words, and it's like a deflation.
Yeah, I was in acceptance immediately. I'm like, well, this is not what I'm looking for.
No, I was still on the high,
and you still on like he's gonna and pull something out. All right, so this is a good question here. We'll move on to the P. Diddy stuff. Andre 3000's new album or listen to Bad Barbie? Catch Me Outside, chick.
Oh, that. I'm not listening. I don't listen. I'm not listening to that.
You got to pick between two. Her album. I think she has an album.
Does she
Sexy Red. Sexy Red or Andre 3000's new album?
Andre 3000. I'm sorry, I can't do Sexy Red, man.
You can't say that outside. You are in St. Louis.
I just said
she reps St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Dash and Trader gave no love to that really hard-looking woman.
No love at all. Sorry.
And she performing. She's pregnant. Whatever. Anyway.
Is she? Oh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, she's pregnant. She's performing, showing, having the outfits to show her belly.
Good for her. I guess I got nothing. She's not. That's not my cup of tea.
No. Okay.
No.
Fair enough. So Pedro's hating on 100,000, Sexy Red, everybody.
No, listen, everybody's gonna cancel me tonight. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's okay.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh,
P. Diddy, the key to the city. Man, he was on the news for about 3 days. He cleaned it up real quick. So, his I guess you call ex Cassie. Her name is Cassandra Ventura.
Ventura.
Sued Diddy for $3 million.
No, 30 million.
30 million. Yeah, 30 million. Yeah, 30 million. Accused Diddy of serial sexual abuse, sexual slavery, and rape. Basically, sex trafficking. Some really crazy accusations. But when I heard this, I think most of us that heard this and we know the history of P. Diddy, none of us went, we were like, yeah, of course, man, this guy's a fucking weirdo. Like he has a long history since he came out and became like the guy. A lot of weird stuff, like a lot of rumors. So nothing really, at least for me, I don't know for you, Pedro, it didn't surprise me. Like, of course, something like this happened. Yeah. So I'm gonna look at some of the things that she accused him of: physical abuse and sexual assault. Cassie alleges that Diddy repeatedly physically abused and sexually assaulted her. She describes a situation in 2018, dinner in Malibu, where Diddy forced himself into her apartment, undressed her, and took advantage of her. She claims that Diddy introduced her to drugs. 2007, offering her ecstasy and providing her with large amounts of drugs in a trip to Miami.
Yeah,
she felt unable to refuse his urging to take more drugs as she relied on him for career support. Then there's something called costume freak-off sessions. Cassie alleged that Diddy would organize sexual encounters involving male prostitutes, drugs, and masquerade masks. Diddy alleged and directed and filmed these encounters, which Cassie facilitated under his direction. She says beatings. There's another weird one. Kid Cudi car explosion. Cassie claims that during a rough patch with Diddy in 2010, after she briefly dated Kid Cudi, Diddy threatened and allegedly followed through with blowing up Kid Cudi's car in 2012. So, I mean, Pedro, your thoughts? What the fuck? And let's go back. One day, mind you, not even 24 hours after the news hit, Cassie suing Diddy for $30 million. He settles the lawsuit the next day, and someone rumored that the amount of money he had to pay was in like definitely seven figures. It was definitely. It may have been.
Oh well, I mean,
it could have been even more than what she was asking for.
If she's asking for 30, she got at least 20. Okay, let's just call it what it is. But not surprised. I think you said it pretty well. Puff Daddy's always had these weird certain allegations, or people he doesn't take care of his artists, and he scams.
Well, that's not even accusation. That's fact.
Yeah. But there's just been a lot. I feel like, she was a young lady, a young woman, and he
very
was
young,
older.
19 years old.
Yeah, and he was probably 30 or something, right?
30, mid-30s.
You're right. So that alone is like, okay, he's probably manipulating her and taking
promising the world. And,
exactly, right? So she was probably in a tough position. It's hard to say though, because I think sometimes Puff Daddy's always had a lot. He's done a lot of weird shit, right? And he's been guilty of some things and caught of some things, and other things he's gotten away with because he has power and influence and money, right? There's stories when he was with J-Lo and being in clubs and he stabbed the one dude, right? I think
and she left his ass immediately. As soon as she's like, you put me some ghetto shit, you put me some nonsense, I'm done. I'm out.
On Rivera, like he was a producer.
Yeah, stabbed him in the thing.
Yeah, stabbed him, right? So he's always been just weird, doing not good things, right? So for me, I'm not surprised by it. But I think the one thing we have to be, I do think there are times people can settle out of court, and it doesn't mean they're guilty. We don't know.
I mean, allegedly, and that's a very good comment, Kawhi. It's allegedly. Like
it's alleged. So we have to understand that some of these things could have been taken out of, some of these things might have happened, other things might not have. She might have been looking at this as a payday. I'm not saying that's the case, but we have to understand that just because he pays somebody doesn't mean that he did everything that she said. It's allegedly, right? And her course of her memory of things, if she was on drugs, could be different than all the reality as well, right? So him giving her drugs is not okay, but some things might have been a little skewed, right? So it's unfortunate. I think she's married, she's got a kid, so she seems like she's doing better now, which is great.
Yeah, I think the guy who she's with has money.
Yeah, so
maybe not. I need to figure it out. I'll look it up.
He ain't. I mean, Puff Daddy's almost a billionaire, isn't he? So I don't know if he's got P. Diddy's money.
Well, not anymore.
Well, now, if you got $1 billion and you give away 20, that's not a big deal, right?
The new funny meme is when you want someone to give you your money tomorrow, you send them a picture of Cassie. Because you get your money, the next day. I've been looking up and see who she's married with. So I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's just trying to get his money." Listen, if someone accuses you of all those things, you can't settle unless they actually happen. Exactly.
So some of those things happen.
Some of it was so ridiculous.
Yes.
For you to settle 24 hours after, come on. Why would you? Because she has a lot of info on him. And he should have took care of that a long time ago. So like, this is my issue, or at least what I think is going on. Some of it, I think there probably been some kind of exploitation. She was with him looking for a long-term commitment, and he never provided that. And did all that.
I feel like they were together for a while though.
I think if he married that chick and that was his main chick, would this be out right now? I would say probably not. We don't know. I don't, have a magical ball, but he kind of just been around with her for many years, probably wasted a lot of her time. Her career never came out. She did, I don't even know one song, Me and You.
I couldn't tell you one song.
And you couldn't even tell. So Me and You was a hit. Enough for her to like, what happened to her career? Did he just lead her around just like every other bad boy artist where they realize this guy that only cares about himself, don't care about the artist, I gotta leave. Mace, The Locks. I mean, Biggie died. Who knows? Some people think he has something to do with it. Like
crazy.
The way Big Rob died, the way he was in a hospital, and where's Diddy with the money or Diddy with support? It's a lot of issues with Diddy. So other people, you'd be like, you know what? We don't know all information, allegedly or obviously. But with P. Diddy, a lot of people are not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, something is wrong.
Well, you have a history of so many things and so many people talking about you and saying this, and 50 Cent's come out and said things. Obviously, guys on the Locks and Jadakiss and various other people have said things about him in a negative light. So, unfortunate, but I mean, hey, she got paid. Hopefully, she's healed. Hopefully, she's in a spot where she's got a kid now and she's married and she's in a good spot, and she wanted the truth to be out there. And if that makes her feel great, that's fantastic. P. Diddy's a weird dude. He's just weird. I think his ego is so big, and he's just wanted to probably control her in a lot of ways. I mean, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
and definitely. I think sometimes men don't know how to handle that as well. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, breathtaking, right? So Puff Daddy's just a weird dude. That's
Yeah.
And a lot of people. I saw something. A lot of people around Puff Daddy have died. There are people that have these crazy conspiracies. His ex-wife. I mean, that has his twins died, right? Kim Porter.
Yeah, and I don't know. I forgot the reason. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
I thought it was some kind of drugs or something.
It was something I gotta look.
Kind of sudden. It was a sudden thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because she looked pretty good.
She was younger. She was a model. Yeah.
So, no, Alex Fine does not have money. He was a personal trainer actually hired by Diddy to train Cassie.
Ooh, good for him. He got it.
So you could tell Diddy was probably not a big fan, and I bet you they probably talked, and Cassie's like, I got a lot of information on him. But if you exploit someone, this is karma coming back to him. Remember a couple of months ago to release an album, he's like, I'm going to give all the artists back their publishing rights, knowing that he fucking milked this shit for 30 years. Who's putting in Mace's song for a commercial? Like, it's over. Like, no one who knows Mace. I mean, I love Mace, but
the Bad Boy hits are done. Yeah,
right.
I mean,
More Money, More Problems. I guess you could put that song, but that's his song, so he didn't give away his own shit. So, like, who, you know what I mean? Like, everyone else left. Mace left. Mace left after one album, made a shitty second album because he was just trying to get out. The Locks, I think Locks had one album when they left. They went to Rough Riders. So he has a long history of abusing people. So let me actually check out some of the things he's allegedly have done. Again, it's all alleged. Real quick. So this is stuff people suggested, that he allegedly dislocated Drake's shoulder over a beat.
Who knows that's true? I co-sign on that. That's fine. He
slapped J. Cole for taking it for Kendrick Lamar. That fight actually happened. There's actually, I think him and J. Cole are actually cool now. But apparently, I think Diddy was doing his he Suge Knight type shit, and J. Cole stood up to him because J. Cole's like, what, 6 something? And he's like, what's wrong with you? And they fought in the club. Blew up Kitty Cudi's car. Like what was this? He's a mobster?
That's crazy. I mean, that cannot be true. I'm sorry, it can't. It can't be true. That cannot
who knows?
Be
true. We gotta ask.
There's no.
So yeah, he tried to pull. Yeah, so I think he poured Drake on Kendrick. I think the J. Cole came in to say, at least say, like, what the fuck you doing? And they had a fight. This is the more outrageous one.
What? Well, hold on.
He held Wale. Now this guy's a rapper from DC. He's actually a pretty good rapper, but you guys probably don't know. But he held Wale over a studio balcony for supposedly flirting with Cassie.
Puff Daddy's no gangster. I don't see him just holding Wale. Like,
there's an interview with a bodyguard that describes. Problem is the video. He talks way too much. He could explain it in like 30 seconds. He talks for too long, but he describes that he's kind of talking to this chick, and Diddy did the fucking mobster thing and closed doors, and God knows what happened to Wale. I mean, Wale is fine. I mean, is he fine? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think, like you said, the man spent too much being the guy, right? The executive, multimillionaire, that he just lost his mind.
Maybe.
Right? Like,
I mean, I think we put him up on this channel. Remember, I think it was last Halloween. Yeah. He dressed up as a Joker.
He played that way too good.
He played it too good. I remember you mentioned that. I was like, this is too good. Maybe Puff Daddy might just be a little off.
Oh yeah, he's crazy as shit. Let me look that up. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point you brought up. The point that he could be the Joker. Off. Like, I'm not even joking. He could be the Joker. He could have done the whole fucking thing and kept it going. Let me see. To the point where the people that was with him were kind of freaking out a little bit. I was like, yo.
He pulled up on Tyler the Creator. Remember? And
and it was like,
in that video, he's in a car. Tyler the Creator's in like a SUV, and Puff Daddy pulls up on him, and he's just like acting he's completely in Joker character, but it looks almost too good to be true. Yeah,
he like enjoyed being. I remember, and the Joker is a psychotic character. He's not there.
Yes,
he's an anarchist. He's lost his mind.
Right.
And P.Diddy was like, "Yeah, I can play that."
And I think when you have that type of personality, and you also have money, power, respect, shots to the locks, and authority, like Puff Daddy does, it's almost like it's like forgiven, or it makes it easier to be crazy because it's Puff Daddy. He's you know what I'm saying?
Daddy. Yeah.
But if he's a regular dude on the block without no money and influence, he's acting like this, doing these things, he's locked up in jail.
Yeah,
right?
put his ass. Yeah.
So it's when you have money, you can get away with anything, you know.
Yeah, these are all the videos. We could talk as it's playing. Let me see if he'll have the. I keep unmuting the fucking thing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, dude.
I mean, come on, man.
Pussy, yeah. You, nigga. Yeah, him. Just like I said. You're a clown.
The fuck is wrong with him?
Crazy.
You don't like me? Motherfucker, get to it, nigga.
I mean, I can see this dude. I can see this dude having some drinks and, you know, doing some questionable things to Cassie and the people around.
Yeah, because he got security behind him. He got people around, so he can go a little crazy.
Exactly. Yep. Because he's got people that he's paying to protect him.
So. I mean, he's blowing up people's cars and whatnot.
I don't believe that. There's no way he did.
No.
That. Come on. That's a whole nother.
Are you serious?
I love the great.
That's weird, man. That's a little weird, right? When you play a character a little bit too good.
Should we be Joker for next year? Should both of us be Joker and see and see how it goes? Maybe we should.
I mean, I'm crazy, but that's too much energy to put on that
that's
makeup.
That's a
little
energy.
too much. Like he's putting his all into this shit. Apparently, Diddy said that the studio execs for I guess Batman they barred him from doing that again.
Really?
That's what he says.
Why? It's Halloween.
I don't know. I didn't watch the video, but
how do you do that? Like, you don't have. Yeah, it's weird.
I couldn't.
Everybody's so serious. We're about to go to club law.
I mean, he's high right now, bro. He's not. He's on a whole nother. Yeah, he's on coke. He's on whatever he's on. He's on all kinds of things.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, listen. Even the Driven Dad knows he put hits on top of Biggie. Some people think that he had something to do with Biggie dying.
With I know it's crazy. That to me is just I don't even want to think about that. I don't even know how to. You know, it's.
Well, that's the thing. The dude that's accused of killing Tupac, he kind of mentions this that did he either do a hit or something. So maybe this is like the coming home, you know, the roost. What's it called? What do you call it? The
roosters. I don't know.
Come on now. The roosters are coming home to roost or something. Rooster, whatever.
Somebody will put in the chat. That's fine. I'll put.
Yeah. Like you idiot. Gig, if he really committed to, Jesus, Gig. I don't know why I put this comment. God,
take that down. Giggity, get out of here. What are you doing, bro?
Go back to your jokes when you talk about having sex with stuff.
Oh Lord,
Jesus. So yeah, Diddy is weird and he's crazy.
It's not. Listen, shout out to Cassie. She should get paid. You know, if you're with somebody and they're doing those type of things, even if half of those things are true, right?
Yeah.
You know, she deserves that. It's kind of how I look at it, if that's the case, you know. And you know, if you're innocent, I'll say this: if you're innocent, 100%, and you have the money for the lawyers and everything, then you want to see your day in court, right? If you got nothing to hide, but clearly he had some things to hide. That's why he paid her. That's how I kind of look at it.
It was a rapper, old rapper. I saw this earlier today. Slim Thug. I don't know if you guys remember Slim Thug.
I remember Slim
he
Thug.
Was like, "Oh, Cassie took too long to bring this up." People, I used to have that idea too in terms of victims. Why it takes so long? But unless you've been a victim of sexual abuse, it's really difficult to talk. I've never been a victim of it. I think for most people, talk to someone who has been in that situation and ask them why. Yeah. Or maybe you have a family, but you kind of figure out like why they're not ready to speak on this. Now, she is for many issues. I think she was worried about her career. I think she actually loved this guy and wanted a committed relationship. He wasn't interested in a committed relationship. It's a lot of things that, and then after the fact, if he's accused of all this violent, crazy stuff, blowing up cars, being crazy, do you think someone's going to touch you if you did come up with this? Maybe it takes years of remove from the situation. She put this lawsuit in a few days before, I guess, the limitation of it. So she waited until kind of towards the end to say, "Are you going to do this or not?" She may be surprised that she's probably surprised that he settled. I mean, she would have done. She would have already done it if that was the case. So, yeah, the bodacious with a good comment here. Abuse really messes up your mind.
It's hard. We can't put ourselves in that position because I'm not a victim in that way. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, how I would react in the timeline of things and my comfortability and when I think I will say this, I think when you are in a relationship for a significant amount of time, if that person has predatory tendencies and manipulating you, it's not. I wouldn't imagine it'd be easy just to, feel comfortable and secure. To have a voice and people are going to believe you, especially when it's Puff Daddy. You guys don't understand there's power in certain individuals. And,
he met her when she was 19 years old.
I mean,
he has all the money in the world.
Yep.
He can create careers, and unfortunately at 19 she didn't realize that P.Diddy wasn't helping anyone's career. I can't tell you an artist that he helped. I mean, I guess you could say help by just putting them on. All right, he put on a few artists, but name an artist that through and through had a great career staying with Bad Boy. I couldn't tell you. They all left. Everyone left. Everyone. I couldn't tell you.
He's worked with a lot of people.
He worked with a lot of people, but in terms of like
112, do they have any issues?
Not any issues, but I feel like they should be. I mean, I guess the whole R&B group thing.
I mean, 112 was pretty. They were pretty big.
But they're pretty. I mean, for us, they were big, right?
For us, good point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of those artists should have had bigger careers, right? Like the Locks got a bigger, at least had their, solidified their, hip hop hold when they left.
Yeah.
Mace he had a great first album. He did not want to work with him anymore. Did he? Made a garbage second album. I think he admitted it just to get out the situation. I couldn't tell you. Black Rob should have had a bigger career. Case should have had a big career. Like it's a lot of Total. Remember Total?
Yeah.
I think Slim. I think Slim is the one. Yeah, Slim is the only successful part of Bad Boy.
Interesting.
Remember that? He had a group of Dream, a pop group. What happened to them?
Dream. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I say this though, not to have his back. He's made a lot of people a lot of money. Yeah, he's made himself money, but he's made a lot of people money. We can't just shy away from that, right? I would think he's made a lot of people money. He could. Yeah. I mean, he has. He's employed a lot of people. He has a business, the clothing brand, the Ciroc vodka. I mean, he's made a lot of people money. But he's just a weird dude.
Yeah.
And I think if anything, he's probably gotten in his own way too many times. But
the biggest thing would be if the guy is basically going to go to jail for Tupac's murder, he keeps mentioning Diddy. Like he keeps saying that there's some kind of potential connection or involvement. If they can find proof, which proof is pretty hard to in terms of how long
this has been
30 years.
I think he's running his mouth. But
you don't think Diddy had anything to do with it? I mean, we all know.
No, I don't. I can't just say that. I don't have any evidence. I'm not just gonna come out and say that, because that to me is, you're the worst of the worst if you do something like that, right? And
things were pretty bad at that point. I mean,
what do you mean? The album was about to drop. The commission album with Jay-Z was already ready to come out, and they did it. It was supposed to come out that summer. So I don't see how that was a benefit for Puff Daddy. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I don't see that. I think.
I mean, and then Tupac did die before Biggie, but Tupac, they were trying to kill Tupac. I mean, I don't know who's dead, but he got shot 5 times or some crazy.
Tupac was but Tupac was different than Biggie. Tupac was out there fighting people in the clubs and at the fight nights, and he was, what I'm saying, Tupac was angry and mad. He was letting people know about it too. So he was different than Biggie. Biggie was
trying to put himself in a position a little bit for that to happen.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, and that's the thing too that Diddy did, and I don't know. I think again he had to get her to not talk. That was it. It was going to be more details. She probably had receipts. She probably had enough information to corroborate a lot of stuff she was saying. So he had to pay her off. But if he did weird stuff with other people, now everyone I'm probably going to guess another lawsuit is going to probably happen.
Why not?
Diddy now has to show up every weird thing he done to everyone, and now has to say, okay, who knows what and what I did to whom. So if you have you
ever ran into Diddy at like a local bodega or a deli? Like, is he looking at you the wrong way? Maybe you can get $1 million.
Thank God. I want to. I ain't want to listen. I think that's the thing that grabs like the really powerful rich people and bring in like the regular person, and you go in that weird shit and you never come out normal. Nah, I'm good. I'll stay on the block. I remember it was a question like, if you were an artist and you had no record deal coming except P. Diddy, would you take the deal? No, now knowing what you know now, you're a rapper. You are MC Pedro. MC bet on you, and you got a following, but the one person is going to give you a really a great deal. I'll give you a record deal is P. Diddy. Do you take that deal?
Yeah,
you'll take it.
Yeah, I do.
And he says, "Let's go. You gotta go to this party in the hills to finalize the deal."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm saying that knowing what I know. So it's easy for me to say that because I can maneuver and I'm looking out for certain
jump out the windows.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna drive my own car there. So I know what I know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be on high alert, right? And I'm not stupid. So I put myself. I'm not gonna.
You're just gonna get it violated. But you gotta be careful.
But I'm not gonna do anything like. But yeah, no. Yeah. I'm smart enough to figure out I'm not going to be taken advantage of. I'm 42 years old. Now, if I'm, 20 or...
And that's what he was taking advantage of.
I don't know what I don't know. That's the issue. I know what I know, so it's easy for me to say that because I think I can get around it. So
yeah, like Diddy now is with this city girl, and she looks, young, good looking. Not as good looking as Cassie though, but
Cassie's
good looking. Like Young Mommy is another okay. Like, I'm not say she's ugly. Never said she's a good looking chick. But she's very young, and he's the billionaire. And she's 28 years old, a little older. But I wonder how she looks at this situation. It's like, damn, he really like gave her all that money 24 hours.
Yeah.
What she's already been doing thus far. Gigi says if Diddy is about as innocent as OJ.
Oh damn.
I was gonna say shout out to OJ, but OJ is still getting some not TV time, but he's on the what do you call it? What's that podcast with the two rappers, Mace and Cameron?
Oh,
he got like a weekly. Yeah, he's like a weekly segment talking about football.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's a sports show. Yeah,
it's a sports and sports entertainment show. But
Cameron don't give a fuck. So clearly he'll be on there. Even though Diddy is a part of Illuminati, I'm gonna say right now, Tony. What is the Illuminati? Like, what is it?
Knows. It's fun to talk about.
It's on YouTube. So I saw a lot of videos like. Is that a secret organization that if you want to become famous, you gotta sacrifice somebody, and that's how you get on? Like that's why I've heard that. Now I think P. Diddy is just a pervert, and he just like has weird sex parties. Yep. There's another rumor right now that Will Smith had sex with Dwayne Martin because
I saw that.
YouTuber,
Jeez.
Tasha K. Tasha K. This this YouTuber, Unwind with Tasha K, is broke, down $4 million because Cardi B sued her for slander and defamation, saying outrageous things that weren't true. She interviewing this dude that said, "Oh, I busted in the door, and I saw them both having sex." And stupid. Tasha K said, "Hold up, just a lot to process. Who was the top?" That I'm not even exaggerating. That's how she reacted. She said, "I can't. Who was the?"
Listen, this is a problem. Part of the problem is, okay, is it's easy for anybody just to imagine things and say something, especially when it's about a celebrity and it's like people can just run with shit. You know, we can say anything about anybody. Oh, I was here and I saw this. It doesn't need to be true, but enough people will think it's true. You know, it's wild.
It's possible.
Don't drink anything offered. I definitely, if I'm going to the party in the hills with Puff Daddy, I'm not drinking anything. That's for sure.
There's rumors about Will Smith and his proclivities.
There is.
So,
there's
always and there's a reason why. Like, why does he allow Jada Pinkett Smith to say and constantly fuck with him and constantly brings up? She knows things about him.
She's reckless, and she's reckless with it. Like she don't care. She's wearing the pants and the shirt and everything.
Why?
Will Smith sitting there in his whitey tighties, like in his underoos. Yeah, he ain't got nothing on, and she's. Jada's got.
Will Smith played Ali. Why is he afraid of a 5 foot nothing woman?
Will
she
Smith's
knows. She knows things that Will Smith does not want us to know, like the rest of the. And I think that's why he allows her to say outrageous things, and he can't say anything bad because she may know that he has these things, and instead of embracing it, he don't want to embrace it, right? Like, all right, he's bisexual. I will still watch his movies. I will still
cares, yeah.
But for him, he cares, and that's why.
Let me say this right now. Regardless of what you think about sexuality and whatever side, you know, that's you believe what you believe. I could care less. However, I'm gonna say this right now. And I believe it to be true. Jada was the top. Facts. Bobby facts. I'm going to say this right now. If Will Smith came out as bisexual or gay, whichever, choose one, doesn't matter. That would actually be a benefit to him in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
People would look at him and they would be applauding him. I don't think.
But he don't look at it that way. He doesn't. He's an older dude. And listen, black people are extremely traditional with some of this shit. As much as everyone's still progressive and the younger people listen.
But we're talking Hollywood though. We're talking Hollywood.
Even Hollywood, right? With him and his growing up, like I think he gets down, but he don't want people to know. He don't want to. It was a video that it was really weird. This guy was massaging his neck, and he said, "A man knows what a man wants," and that was a very weird comment. But again, he's a comedian, so he's haha.
No,
but Jada was not laughing next to him. It was like Jada was like, "That was a weird thing to say." So I don't know.
Well, Jada kind of looks like a man, doesn't she? A little bit sometimes. No, am I wrong in saying that?
I mean, Jada's so annoying.
She's got masculine. Okay,
I used to really find Jada attractive.
No,
I mean, 90s
Jada, Menace to Society with the braids,
right?
Different world, 100%.
Yes,
but Jada
now,
she's a little masculine. She's got masculine tendencies. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit.
A little too angry. I don't see her smile anymore. She just. Yeah. She really wishes that Tupac didn't die, and even though Tupac wouldn't have probably even kept it's just a weird situation. And again, the reason why we're talking about it because Jada brings up relationship issues that no one asked. No one asked about your situation. Like, just keep it to yourself. Not everything needs to be said online. I don't say half the shit that I'm doing behind the scenes. It's no one's business until I'm making a business by talking about it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Will Smith. So the games are playing right now. The Chiefs lost to the Eagles.
Yeah,
Eagles looking pretty good, and the Chiefs are fine. They could listen. They lose games all the time. The Chiefs will still be there.
The Chiefs are going to be the only team in the AFC the Chiefs have to worry about is the Ravens. That's it. There's no other team in the AFC the Chiefs got to worry about.
Basically, now, what happened? The Bengals, his guy is done.
Done. Buffalo looks like crap. Really, I mean, they won yesterday.
How about Dolphins? No, not worry about the Dolphins.
No.
So they're good. I mean,
Ravens or the Chiefs. Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
Do you think Eagles Chiefs? You think this is going to be the again?
I do. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
What's the chances that it happened? That usually doesn't happen often, right? The same team.
When was the last time? Oh yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Like it's been. Has it ever happened? I don't know.
Hey, so yeah, hey guys, with the technology, has it ever happened? I'm assuming it has, right?
Maybe when the first. I mean, I know the Super Bowl. So the Packers won the first 2 Super Bowls, and I can't remember who they beat.
Oh, it's possible they probably happened back then.
I'm thinking it's not recent. Even when the Buffalo Bills in the 90s went to 4 in a row, they lost to the Giants, the Redskins. Did they play the Redskins twice? But I don't think it was back.
Well, Dacia says Pats in 2000. What didn't they play? No. They play the same team again? I don't think so.
The Pats beat the Panthers. They beat the they beat the Rams, the Panthers. They didn't play somebody twice. I don't know if that's happened before. It's a really good question.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it has. Back-to-back years, same team.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to use something called ChatGPT.
Use it. I'm going to go on a limb. I don't think if it's happened, it had to have been the first 2 Super Bowls, maybe. Yeah. But
so I typed the question: has there ever been an NFL Super Bowl matchup, same team back-to-back years? And they answered no. There's never been a Super Bowl where 2 NFL teams played against each other to back-to-back years. Yeah, each year, different teams make it. So basically, that may be a good bet. I mean, the Eagles are 9-1. They're pretty good. I don't trust the Dallas Cowboys, obviously. There is no other NFC team that I'm concerned about. I don't know if you do.
Yeah. Who are we missing? Somebody? NFC.
49ers? They finally won a game.
49ers. After 49ers, if they're healthy and they got back to healthy, that's why they won again the last couple weeks.
They bought Chase Young, which he probably is another.
49ers definitely beat. Yeah, but nobody else. Just nobody else.
Right? Yeah. So
AFC, you got Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And maybe Miami. That's about it. That's it.
And Chiefs find a way to win. So we'll see. Yeah. There's something else that I think Big Carl was talking about, the Snoop Dogg promo ad thing. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Pedro. So a couple of days ago, Snoop Dogg said he made like a big Instagram post. It felt like a funeral. He was like, after consideration of my family, I've given up the smoke.
What?
Please respect my privacy at this time. And everyone's like, holy shit, Snoop Dogg is going to stop smoking weed? But he wrote it in a weird way. He said, give up the smoke. I was like, why he write the word smoking? Okay, he's all right, whatever. He's black. Maybe he's just abbreviating everything. Give up the smoke. And first of all, the way he put like an Instagram post, it felt like a funeral, like someone passed away. But he's like, finally, he's considering his health and he doesn't want to smoke weed anymore. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Come today, it was a viral, stupid marketing goddamn meme.
Of course it was.
He partnered with a company called Solo Stove. Which is actually hilarious. I actually have a Solo Stove. I bought maybe 2 years ago. Oh, it's a portable. It's a portable fireplace, a fire pit. Like you can take this. It's first of all, I spent a lot of fucking money. It's kind of expensive, but you can take this like cylinder, carry it anywhere. And as long as you got a decent foundation, you put some bricks on top of it, put firewood, light up, and it's your own. It's actually pretty cool. Grill, I guess like this special. It could be a grill, but actually, let me show you. It's I got like the original shit, but somehow I guess Solo Stove paid Snoop Dogg to talk about his goddamn products, and everyone felt like, oh, of course it was a thing.
Dogg is all over. He's on a. I was at a store the other day. He's on a bottle of wine. His face. Yeah. He's on a bottle of wine. Snoop Dogg. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah. So this Solo Stove right here that he's touching. So there will be no smoke. So you get all the fire, you get everything you want as a cool fire pit, but you don't have that nasty smoke that comes in your face. They're actually, I'm not sponsored by Solo Stove. Like I have one. It's pretty good if you do the outdoors thing. It's pretty cool. It's not cheap. I'll tell you right now. And then they actually make new ones. You can buy a pizza oven. You can just like get regular
Hannibal.
fire pits.
Hannibal
It's
got
pretty
that
cool. I
money,
mean,
man, you got that money, Hannibal.
well, this is which one I have. I think I have this one.
Let's take a peek into Hannibal's pockets.
Shut up! I ain't got no money. Actually, maybe I got this one. I got one of these two. It's a good product. I'll say that. I'm a little annoyed. I thought he actually stopped smoking. I thought that'd be interesting to talk about, but no, he's just getting paid to pitch a product, which is Snoop Dogg's thing.
It's a traveling. So that's interesting. I didn't.
You can take this, put it in your car, go anywhere as long as you got a pretty decent place to put it. You put firewood, light it, and that's a fire.
Cool. Yeah. That's cool.
You got a backyard, right? You have a fire pit in your yard.
We do have a little fire. We do have a fire pit, like I guess it's a fire. It's a movable one. You can just put shit into a little cover. Yeah.
So this one is nicer because you like traveling and you like to have that long, like Airbnb. First, but you can take that, you get your firewood, light it, and that shit will stay.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm looking at this completely different. So this isn't something you cook with.
You can, but
it's more of a fire pit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can buy other attachments to cook. I don't cook any. I got a grill, so
but you could. It's a fire pit.
But
It's a mobile fire pit. Marshmallow, the little campfire.
Marshmallows. You could buy brackets to cook shit.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like, God damn it, we all fell for the viral goddamn marketing. We all thought that he was going to stop.
Are we getting paid? Hold on. Are we getting paid to plug this right now?
No, not at all.
We should.
Snoop Dogg is. We're not.
We need at least like $100 or something.
He's not gonna get. Well, he definitely gonna. We call him overrated, so he ain't gonna fucking give us a.
He is on my list of overrated. In fact, that's true.
Not in business, not making that money.
Well, I was doing an Instacart a couple weeks ago, and somebody ordered the bottle of the brand name. I think is Crimes, and Snoop Dogg is on his face is on a bottle of wine.
It's a wine.
It's a wine. It's a red blend.
Is it
wine.
good?
California. It wasn't for me. I bought it for somebody else. Yeah. It's a California blend, so it makes sense. And it's his face from like 30 years ago on the bottle of wine. I'm like, Snoop Dogg is everywhere. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm not a big wine. I drink anything. It's called 19 Crimes.
19 Crimes.
It's not expensive. Yep. It's $10.
No, it's cheap. Yeah. Dude, it's a blend. It's a red blend. It's a red wine. Yeah.
Pedro, can you buy that and try it and give us a review?
You know what? I'll do maybe next week. Yeah. I'll get a bottle. I'll show you guys.
Get a bottle. Get a flavor you like.
Yeah.
They got red California. I don't know. You like a red, like white? What's your preference?
Red. You don't like wine?
It's okay.
I like wine. I do like wine.
Like I wouldn't go out my way to have it, but I would drink it. I will drink it. I will drink anything, which is probably not a good thing to say. But I would. But in terms of like go out my way to get a glass of wine, no.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm kind of similar, but I appreciate a good glass of wine. But I'll try it out.
Oh, okay. So we already have one review. So
nasty.
It was nasty. So
Lord, so Kualaya tried. I'm gonna try it myself. We'll see. I do like a red wine. If I go to like a steakhouse, if I'm having a nice steak, I'll get a glass of wine with that.
And I heard that's good. Like I don't mind if it's something that supposed to pair well with something. Because I always ask like what's because it's supposed to exactly. So like I love steak. So you had that and it's supposed to enhance the whole experience. So absolutely.
You get you a nice ribeye or something or a New York strip, nice little glass of Bordeaux, a Cabernet. Oh my God, it's a phenomenal experience. Yes.
Pedro, I'm starving. I'm hungry.
Pedro would like Moscato. I like Moscato. I don't drink wine, but I do like Moscato because it's sweet. But I like a red wine. If I'm having a steak with some mashed potatoes and some asparagus, give me a nice glass, a deep red. Give me a Cabernet. I'm good to go. I can drink that.
I think what you need to really have a really great holiday, because the reason why we stopped talking about a lot of certain things we were talking about last couple weeks, because it's holiday season. Like it's this week it's Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yes. We're gonna leave all that bullshit to next year to go back and do the same bullshit that we've been doing. So we want to relax. We want to honor 3000’s. So I would love Pedro to drink a nice deep red, listen to some flute music, relax, stop trying to do everything, stop trying to think about new this and new that. Just spend 10 minutes just chilling, listen to some flutes, right?
I appreciate you saying that. I will not be listening to Flutes this week, but I do like. I think you're right when we talk about. I kind of look at it like we got to reset, right?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
the end of the year, people kind of like you have your New Year's resolutions or whatever, right? You got to reset your mind and your body at certain times of the year, and I think we're right. We're kind of both of us are kind of at that place right now. We want a little bit of a reset. It's hard to do that, but I think it's definitely necessary. Because you can't allow too many negative things to encompass your mind, right?
Yeah.
You have to sometimes just reflect. And this week's going to be a good week for me. I don't know what plans you got, but I'll be at my dad's on Thursday. That'll be a good day. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working, but I'm gonna still hang out with the family. Like all the work I'm doing is pretty much the same clients I've been working with for the last couple of years. So animals they know me, I know them. Doing like some drop-in visits, taking care of some cats. So it's a really chill. Like I'm not traveling or anything because this is where I make the most money during the holidays. Yeah. So I'm gonna be busy. Try to do some videos. Try to make some videos. Hanging out, obviously hanging out with you is always an awesome thing. Just talking. I know this week I don't know if we're gonna be doing anything for the rest of the week. We'll figure something out. I know you're traveling, so
for Wednesday
we'll figure something out.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere Wednesday. Yeah. I mean, I'm not traveling, so we'll figure it out. But
we'll figure something out. Thank you. I appreciate this.
So my brother was trolling a little bit, and I liked it. And then now she's gonna be nice to you.
No, because she's telling the truth. Her brother loves Crocs. He states it's the most comfortable shoe. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with facts. You can't argue with facts.
You can. You can argue.
You can.
I can. I will definitely argue with facts. Yes.
But if you guys are working, obviously be safe out there. You don't want to go too crazy, especially Black Friday. Listen.
Yeah.
You ever work? I will be working, but not doing with a lot of us do shopping.
Man,
I do not shop online, man.
I've never shopped on Black Friday. I used to work at Toys R Us, man. So Black Friday to me is means a whole nother thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't shop. I'll work a little bit on Friday. There'll be some money to be made. I'm obviously not working on Thursday.
Yeah.
Not going to work Wednesday night. Wednesday night, guys, if you're out doing anything, Wednesday night's the biggest drinking day of the year. Please be safe. Okay. So if you're out Wednesdays after 10 p.m., just be safe because there's a lot of accidents and stuff on Wednesday night. So please be safe and protect yourself on Wednesday. It's a big party night. And have a good Thursday. So yeah.
Let's have Giggity finish with this comment. I'm going to invite the fellas over to watch Brokeback Mountain 2, the reach around. And then I think Bobby says starting Will Smith. All right, guys. On that note, if you don't hear from us because Will Smith or Jada sued us and we're broke because we can't afford lawyers to fight back,
no money, so it doesn't matter.
So it don't matter. And then we're going to have to start making some flute music to make some money out of here. So
negative.
On that note, have a good night, guys. Take care. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.